Hello, my name's Susan Ridge. I'm a Major General in the British Army and I am the Director of Army Legal Services in the British Army. I'd like to talk today about autonomous weapons and some of the legal issues that arise from autonomous weapons. To begin with, I'd like to make clear that technological development and its impact on the battlefield is nothing particularly new, whether it's the evolution from the bow to gunpowder, cavalry to tanks, or the biplane to jet propulsion. The introduction of new technology has shaped the relative advantage between warring parties, forcing change and adaptation. Changes are frequently accompanied, though, by cries of unfairness and a perception that they challenge the extant norms governing the conduct of hostilities, salient examples being the use of unrestricted submarine warfare and chemical weapons during the First World War. Such changes, though, are also evocative in terms of stirring public sentiment, and the current debate relating to artificial intelligence and autonomy is no different. Of course, we want to embrace technology as well because it brings numerous advantages to human society, and the UK invests significant capital in research and development of new capabilities. And while some of these have a military use as a primary aim, they can also have positive effects of enhancing capabilities within civil society. Indeed, this process is reciprocal, as many technological and scientific advances have military utility. Of course, the challenge for militaries around the world is how and whether to harness these developments for military advantage. One of the first aspects of autonomous weapons is, what do you think an autonomous weapon is? And that of itself is an area for debate. And to give you an example, the UK has a definition of what amount to autonomous weapons. And in this respect, what I'm talking about is lethal autonomous weapon systems or laws. So I'm going to explain what the UK definition of autonomy is, and I'll read it. The UK's definition of a lethal autonomous weapon system is a system that is capable of understanding higher level intent and direction. From this understanding and its perception of its environment, such a system is able to take appropriate action to bring about a desired state. It is capable of deciding a course of action from a number of alternatives without depending on human oversight and control, although these may still be present. So in line with some other states, the UK believes that remotely piloted and automated systems are not lethal autonomous weapon systems, and that lethal autonomous weapon systems do not currently exist, nor are imminent in accordance with the UK's definition, because that definition indicates a level of self-learning and judgment on the part of the weapon system. However, let me explain a little bit about the legal context for any weapon system, including any prospective lethal autonomous weapon system. There is already a legal framework for the assessment and use of weapons, and that is international humanitarian law. And that considers not only the use of the weapon, but the assessment of the weapon itself. International humanitarian law has 4 fundamental principles in respect which impact on the use of weapons, and these are distinction, proportionality, necessity, and humanity. And they sit at the core of IHL, or international humanitarian law. Now, the application of lethal force itself employs several critical functions, the principal of these being selection and engagement of a target. While some of these aspects can be done autonomously, the principles of IHL and the requirement for assessing the risks implicit in a strike mean that they can only be assessed and applied by a human exercising judgment, understanding context, and applying experience.